Rayman has come a long way. From his initial release, Rayman, back in 1995, the armless hero has been run through the paces of game development for better and probably for worse. With Ubisoft's Rayman Origins essentially rebooting the series, Origins gives Rayman the shot in the non-existent arm the character needed after being overrun by a slew of Rabbids sequels. A platformer in the truest sense, Origins will take you and 3 friends through a beautiful, challenging world filled with charm that will surely make you a fan of Rayman if you are not one already.
The name Origins relates to this tale being an origin story for our lead character, Rayman. Through my playthrough of the 70+ levels and the meanderings of incomprehensible dialogue scattered throughout the game, I can safely say that the story is of little consequence. All you have to know is that some nymphs have been captured by some evildoers, and it is up to you to save them. Along the way, you will do some jumping, exploring, and collecting Electoons, the in-game collectible, as well as defeat any monsters that may get in your way. Thankfully, the artistic styling and gameplay are, and always have been, the strong points of a Rayman game. Origins holds true to this habit as the story takes a backseat to the platforming genius that Ubisoft has crafted within Origins. I mentioned that the game was challenging, but it does not drop you into the deep end and expect you to swim. Ubisoft took an intelligent approach to introducing new abilities to the player, as each new world in the first portion of the game focuses on using a specific ability. You begin with a simple gliding ability and gradually gain a handful of skills that will test your platforming prowess. Moving towards the later stages, the player is expected to combine the learned abilities in a coherent manner, and this is where the real challenge sets in. At first glance, Origins may seem to be a simple game and, let's say, non-gamer friendly, but do not let the art style fool you. What I was impressed with in Rayman Origins was the pacing and the variation in level design. As soon as one environment or mechanic became tedious, you were thrown a curveball. In one level, I was chasing down a runaway treasure chest, reacting only on instinct and reflex, and then I was shot right onto the back of a mosquito, blasting my way through a side-scrolling shooter. These transitions are by no means jarring, and serve as an usher to witness how much content the game actually has.
Even though the game is the most challenging platform I have played this year, it is not frustrating. This is because the checkpoint system is more than fair and provides you with ample opportunity to make mistakes. And trust me, you will make many mistakes. It is in these mistimed jumps that you learn, and many levels will have you memorizing patterns and sequences just to survive. But isn't that why we came to love platformers in the first place?
One complaint I do have is that the game does not give me enough time to stop and take in all the scenery. The painted art style made my jaw drop on multiple occasions as I hopped across a number of very different and inspired environments. The fluidity of the characters and the charm that Ubisoft has animated into each and every one of them, bringing them to life, is amazing. Along with the stunning visuals is a score that blends so well with the style of the game that you will not even notice it until you take some time and listen. Each of the instruments is hand-picked for every nuance and situation throughout every level. Tribal didgeridoos play when you are venturing through a forest landscape, and a jaw harp greets you on the World Select screen. I can confidently say that Rayman Origins is the most beautiful 2D platformer that I've played in my life. I had the privilege of playing the game in its purest form, with 4-player couch co-op. Unfortunately for everyone, Origins does not come equipped with online co-op, so it is up to your local, real-life friends to actually meet in the same room to enjoy the game together. If the game was not challenging enough, try having 3 other people jumping beside you, clouding your vision, or hitting you in the back of the head as soon as you try and take that death-defying leap to reach the next checkpoint. The game is perfectly fine alone, but really shines with a co-op session. The levels do not change with the additional players, but the beauty comes from being able to share in the fun with your friends. I highly encourage the game to be played in co-op, but ensure that you have competent friends, otherwise everyone's going to get a little frustrated.
The unfortunate reality is that Rayman Origins was sent to die. being released alongside huge titles from Assassin's Creed to Modern Warfare and fellow platformer Super Mario Land, all of these did not help its cause. Everyone that gives a damn about games really needs to grab this one, both on premise and the fact that it is the best platformer you will play this year. The art direction will tease your eyes and leave you wanting more. It is tragic that Origins will not be seen by many people, so I implore everyone to grab a copy and get together with a couple friends for some beautiful co-op platforming mayhem. You'll have multiple hours of amazingly crafted fun, and it will be up to you to spread the word and get as many people playing Rayman Origins as possible once it wins over your heart.